best-selling, New York Times best-selling author of the book The Secret. He's been featured on Oprah Winfrey. He has also been featured on Larry King Live. And rather than me talk about Bob Proctor, I am so excited to say that we have Bob on the line with us live from Ontario, Canada. Are you with us there? And a big warm welcome to you, Mr. Bob Proctor.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here, Craig. You know, I was listening to the various people that you've had on, including Tom, and I think the public or the people that are listening should be totally convinced you've got a great product and you've got a great company. And when you put those two together, that gives you a great opportunity. I have been a serious student now of success and successful people for 55 years. It was 55 years ago or 54 years ago that I picked up Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. And I became absolutely fascinated with the stories in the book. If Hill was doing his research today, I'm quite sure BK would be one of the people that he'd be interviewing, because he interviewed over 500 of the world's most successful people. And I have found from studying that and studying success that the real opportunity for an individual comes where there's a strong support system. You can have a good product, you can have a good company, but if you haven't got a strong support system, nothing much happens. This company has a phenomenal support system. Now, I'm not a member of VEMA, but I do a lot of work with the company. I spoke at their very first meeting. I knew BK Barreko's parents. I knew BK when he was a very young man. And I watched what he did with this company, or what he's doing, and I watched what happens with the people. So if somebody's looking at this and they're saying, you think this is for me, I can tell you, if you really want to change your income and change your opportunity to add a lifestyle that's really something to your life, this is the opportunity. You know, Andrew Carnegie said the accumulation of great wealth calls for power. And power is acquired through highly organized and intelligently directed specialized knowledge. But he said the person who accumulates a fortune doesn't have to have the knowledge. Now, what do you mean by that? Well, when I started, I had 2 months high school. I had no business experience. I was earning $4,000 a year, and I owed $6,000. I was not in a good spot. There may be somebody listening to this call that would be in that position. Not much education, no business experience, no money, in fact, debt. But you know, 1 year later, I was earning $175,000 a year, and then I took it over $1 million. And I didn't do it because of the knowledge I had. I did it because of the support system that I was able to build around me. I have watched Tom and Bethany Alcazan and their family, and I've watched the way they have built support systems under them. There's support systems on top of support systems. So if you come in and you think, well, I don't know a lot of people and I don't know a lot, that doesn't make any difference. All you have to do is know what you want. And if you can tell the people what you want, I guarantee you, VEMA and the people in it will show you how to get it. This is a phenomenal opportunity. See, no one has ever done anything of any consequence on their own. They need a team. And VEMA is a team. I love doing work with this company because I believe so much in what they're doing. They've got a great product, and BK's a great guy. I mean, like Craig said, he's never seen a CEO like him. I haven't either, and I've been working with companies now for 50 years. This is really an extraordinary organization. Now, when you listen to the bonuses there that Tom was mentioning, run down all 9 of them, the one that always blows me away is this matching bonus. I want you to think about this for a moment. Every time you introduce another person to this business, you receive 10% of everything they earn in cycling, and that's where the major part of their income comes from. You earn 10% of everything they earn. And if they bring a person into business, you earn 10% of what they earn. So you see, you can build an enormous organization of residual income. Now, I've studied money and I've studied wealthy people for many, many years. And I have come to the firm conclusion that wealthy people, without exception, all have multiple sources of income. And if you want to get multiple sources of income, I believe network marketing is the very best and the very fastest way to build sources of income. I don't know how many sources of income Tom and Bethany Alcazan has, but I would imagine it's into a few 100,000. Now, you may think that's a gross exaggeration, but it's not. A person that's just in this business and treats it like a business for a relatively short period of time can have a few hundred sources of income. Now, you don't have to be the smartest person in town to realize if you've got a few hundred sources of income, payday comes, you've got a pretty respectable check. But if you're dependent on what you're going to earn yourself, it isn't going to make it. You've got to have a team. And that's what this is all about. Now, in the network marketing industry, I've been around it for a long, long time. And I know there's a number of good companies out there, but I don't know any of them that are better than this company. I believe this is an incredible organization. I recommend it to my friends. I recommend it to my family. And I do that because I believe in what they say. I believe in what they do. And I believe in the results that they get. If you're listening to this call and you're looking for an opportunity, don't look any further and don't look sideways. Don't ask anyone what they think you should do. Just make a firm decision, call the person that invited you on this call and say, I'm going to give this a whirl. Now, when I started, the man that gave me the book, Think and Grow Rich, he said, Bob, if you will do exactly what I tell you, you can have anything you want. Well, I'm going to be honest, I did not believe him. But I believed he believed it. And I'm going to tell you something. If you will do exactly what Vima suggests, it's not difficult, but if you'll do exactly what they suggest. Tom has prepared a program in a booklet called a roadmap. If you follow that roadmap, you can have anything you want. Now, I'm not exaggerating. Been around a long time, studied a lot of companies. I just flew into Toronto from Phoenix. I got into my home about an hour before I got on this call. And I hurried. I even changed my flight so I could be on the call. Because I think it's important for me to tell everybody that I can talk to just how good this company is. I watch ordinary people earning extraordinary income, and I don't see them working real hard. My wife had her own company, and I was booked by Prudential of England to speak at 2 conventions, one in Spain and one in Amsterdam. And I said, why don't you come with me? I said, it's all first class. They treat you royally. She said, I can't. I have to work. I said, you know, Linda, if your business requires your presence, you don't even have a business. You have a job. You see, she had a company, but the company owned her. She didn't own the company. She was there all the time. I introduced her to BK, and Linda became a part of this organization. Now, she runs her company separate from mine, and she loves this company. I help her wherever I can. I help Tom wherever I can. I'll help you wherever I can. I'm on this call. Nobody's paying me for this. If you want to hire me, it would cost you a lot of money. But I'm on here because I believe it's important that you realize this is an incredible opportunity. And it will take you nowhere if you don't make the decision. Napoleon Hill said that that's the great problem most people have. He said successful people make decisions very fast and change them very slow if and when they change them at all. Well, I want to suggest you make a fast decision. Make it right now, this very moment. I don't know whether it's day or night where you are, but I do know this. It's the right time for you to become a part of this organization. And you will thank me or Tom or someone else that's on this call, Craig, if you'll say, you know, I was on that call and that's when I saw the light. Well, it's a great organization. And I want to suggest you call the person that invited you and say, sign me up. I am going to maximize this opportunity. You don't have to worry about the product. The product's incredible. You don't have to worry about the company. It's a great company. These things have been proved beyond the shadow of a doubt. The only thing you have to do is look in the mirror and say, buddy, get out there and get going. And you do that, and I can tell you, there is no end to what you can do, what you can earn, the fun you can have. You'll have free time, and you'll have the money to enjoy it. So make your decision. Don't ask anybody what they think you should do. Successful people follow the little voice within. Do it. Craig, I want to thank you for inviting me on this call. And Tom, I want to thank you for being such a good friend, you and Bethany and the rest of your family. You know, you can tell what a company is like when you start to study some of the families in it. This is an incredible family. They earn millions of dollars, and they help millions of people. So there's a great support system, and I'm going to tell you, the Chasms, along with the Boricos, have made certain that if you come in and you do your part, they'll do their part. Thank you, Craig.